Hoi An is a small city in Vietnam known for its well-preserved ancient town and beauty. It became a World UNESCO site and also a popular tourist destination, full of lanterns, ancient culture and unique food. There is no surprise as to why it is one of the most visited places in Vietnam. Here is our video showing you everything you should do in Hoi An.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. We are very excited for today's video and we hope you enjoy it.
We don't want to waste any time chatting too much. We are in beautiful Hoi An. We only have one day here to show you the best things to do. So let's get to it.
We started the day with a quick 45-minute drive from Da Nang and took in the epic views. Hoi An is located in the centre of Vietnam and sits on the coast, yet most of the activity happens on the An Hoi Islet. The first thing you should definitely do in Hoi An is a little sightseeing. This city is an amazing example of a preserved Southeast Asian trading port that has kept so much of its original charm.
Make sure you are careful though, because as soon as it gets a bit later, when the sun sets, it gets very busy here in Hoi An. There's hordes of
Bikes,
people,
tours, everything.
And yeah, motorbikes coming through. They're not closed off usually, the streets, so just watch out. It's quite hard to walk sometimes. Behind us is the Tam Quan Gate, which behind that is the Ba Mu Temple. I believe that's a pronunciation, sorry. It's this beautiful old ancient, it's about 400-year-old gate and temple. Unfortunately, you cannot go through. There's kind of like schools and I think some buildings with worship going on, but it's a really beautiful place, a great way to get to know the heritage of Hoi An and what it's famous for.
Possibly Hoi An's biggest attraction is the opportunity to get a completely tailored and handmade suit for a fraction of the price anywhere else in the world. There are actually over 400 tailors in Hoi An, and they offer not just suits but dresses too. If you are planning to get anything tailor-made, then make sure you leave enough time for the process. It could take anywhere from 2 to 4 days.
So possibly the most recognisable thing and one of the most popular things here in Hoi An is the Japanese covered bridge. So it's actually from the 18th century, so again just the history and culture of Hoi An. It was built originally just to cross over the canal, and then it got a temple put on and became this kind of beautiful ornate place to cross over.
Just after you have finished walking over the bridge, you come to the ancient house here, the Cau An ancient house.
So what's really cool about this house is that it's just been preserved over time, so all the kind of the carpentry, it's all made of like wooden beams and really nicely decorated inside with all this historical information about the family and the generations that have lived there. So if you do want to learn a bit more about the history and see something quite unique, then you can head in there as well.
So now we have made our way to this decorated bridge that connects the old town to the islet. It's a very beautiful bridge, but there's always lots of people on there taking pictures.
That's okay though, it's really lovely. The view of the water and like the nice decorations, everyone wants a selfie, that's okay. stopped for some lunch, we highly recommend this restaurant. It's called Nosta Life, and it has some really good Hoi An speciality foods, some Vietnamese food, a few Western bits as well if you don't fancy it, and the prices are really reasonable, and we've had a few meals here and they have all been amazing, so we're excited to sit down and eat this. So I have gone for Cau Lao, which is a very traditional Hoi An speciality dish. I have had it here before. I know that it's beautiful. It starts with this pork that's in like a really nice kind of sweet and a little bit spicy sauce, and then it's like these special noodles, and that's what makes it so special, is that the noodles have to come from specific water, from a specific lake kind of story, and it's really tasty. They also have these kind of like little crunchy bits on it, which they're crunchy but they're great. I mean, if you just look at these thick and juicy noodles in this kind of sweet broth, it is absolutely great. This is so unique. I've never had noodles like it before. And this was very cheap. It was only 40k, a lot cheaper than the other dishes on the menu because it's local and they want you to try it. We highly recommend, honestly.
Other highlights include white rose, which is a great fresh dish with pork wrapped up inside rice paper. There's also com gao, which is Hoi An's version of chicken and rice. This is one of Aiden's favourites.
Now after that beautiful lunch, we are just taking a walk around the main street of this islet here. I guess you would kind of say it's kind of like a strip, but not really.
Yeah. Right now you can see that it is not very busy. However, as it gets darker, a lot of people flock to the street. You can get food here, and drinks are a little bit more expensive than if you're on the opposite side, and a little bit more expensive than if you're outside, but this is the main area, so that's to be expected.
Vietnam as a whole has become pretty famous for its beer, with each region producing their own famous brews. Prices are super cheap as well, and you can get a draft beer for as little as £1 here. Hoi An also has some amazing markets offering some unique finds. You can see all of your usual market sites like funky printed shirts and souvenirs, but there are also some artistic handmade goods like paintings, posters and clothing. There are also a lot of street vendors selling quick snacks and refreshing fruit and cold drinks. Hoi An has become synonymous with hanging lanterns. They cover the city and are beautifully decorated and lit up at night. They were first brought over by Japanese merchants, and they can now be seen all over the city. If you want, you can even attend lantern making classes, which look super fun and show you how to make these ornate decorations.
We are absolutely melted now. The sun has been very bright today. We were here a few weeks ago. You might be able to tell that we've kind of skipped around a little bit. So we were in Hoi An, and then we've gone to explore Hue and Da Nang and come back because we really wanted to make this video. We think it's an amazing place and should definitely be on your list of places to visit in the centre of Vietnam. So we are going to take our quick about 45-minute drive back to Da Nang, get ourselves a bit chilled out, a bit cooler, and then we will finish off this video. We are just editing the video and realised that we never finished it off. I think we were a little bit exhausted from the heat when we got back and pretty much laid down and fell asleep for the rest of the afternoon.
Hoi An is a beautiful place, and I'm sure we've missed a lot of great things to do there.
If you have any more that you've seen, or maybe you just want to give other people recommendations, then leave them down below so we can all help each other.
But otherwise, we hope you have enjoyed this video.
And we will see you in the next one. Bye!